Hey everybody, welcome back to Pre-Game Show. We're here for another episode, deep in the quarantine, you know, right where I left you. Not much has changed since last week. We're still not supposed to be going outside. We're still not supposed to be talking to each other face to face. But it's not that bad. I continue to argue that this is not that bad. I think we can make this better than it is. And like I've mentioned before, this show is intended to have guests, but during the quarantine, we're not going to just leave our 2 followers hanging. We're going to keep the show on the road. All right. So today on Pre-Game Show, you know how it starts. We got to do a chug. So get your beer ready. I just got a little 12 ouncer here. That's my big boy. That's a 24 ouncer, but I like to chug this one because, let's face it, I can't chug that. So if you're at home, want to chug, join me and race me. I want you to race me because I'm trying to get faster. And if I can feel that nobody out there is racing me, there's no competition. I'm never going to get better. So please, if you're out there, demolish me and then email me about how slow I chug. All right, here we go. Ding. Yowza. How's it going? Ooh. Let me just come back to square one here. Okay. All right. So what are we talking about today? Right off the bat, what are you drinking? That's always my question. I'm drinking Corona. As long as we're in quarantine, it's gonna be Corona. No lime, because I can't get limes. You're a sicko drinking Corona without limes. You're saying, I know, but it's just too good of a pun to not make it. Okay, so I'm going to be drinking Corona, and it's an awful beer without lime. It's not a great beer with lime, but I'm doing it for the pun, so hang in there. But what I want you to do is tell me a decent beer to drink. I'll put it at the bottom. Write into pregameshowbeer@gmail.com and tell me a decent beer for chugging. Probably not anything too dark, not anything too hoppy. Not a big IPA fan. Give me something. Write in. Tell me what to drink. I'll go buy it. All right. What else we got? A little update. If you've been following Yellow Dog's story, she's recovering. We're probably about, what has that been, like 2.5 weeks since she got sprayed right in the face by a skunk while we're trapped in a quarantine. I had her on the episode last week. It's still bad. It's not, it's not great. It's still, if she's in a closed room like this little one, it still smells like somebody just lit a firework. but it's getting much better, and she's had 2 or 3 baths. So one more, I think will do the trick. So Yellow Dog's doing great. Don't worry about Yellow Dog. Getting a lot of Yellow Dog emails. She's obviously the star of the show at this point. Way cuter than me. I'm way cuter than I'll ever be. So, this week I really wanted to talk about what it'll be like the day this ends. Right? What does it look like when all the bans are lifted and they just say, you're good, go back out, go back, boost our economy, because they're going to, right? Their only reason for lifting the ban is for us to go back out and continue buying stuff, a lot more stuff than we're buying right now. And what is that going to look like? I'm trying to think of what industries are going to suffer the most and which ones are going to benefit the most. I'm really worried that live entertainment is going to take a big hit. I do stand-up comedy, open mics, so those are going to take the biggest hit. I feel like nobody goes to those except other open micers, and it costs money to do it. So, and you use the same mic one after another. So you just spit into this little receptacle, just like this, and then you pass it to someone. And sometimes there's 20 to 30 people. I mean, my God, how are any of us still alive that do that? I don't know. Are we going to be wearing masks while we do stand up? Is the crowd going to be wearing masks? Probably. Probably a good percentage of them, you know? It's just going to be weird. It's going to be so weird. What other industries are going to be hit by this the hardest? Obviously, sports. When are we getting professional sports back? I'm dying for some baseball. There's no way we can just do some empty stadium baseball. What's the problem? Test all the players, all negative. Play baseball in an empty stadium and mic up the players. Have you ever seen mic'd players playing baseball? They do that sometimes on like ESPN on Sundays. Oh my God, they're hilarious. They're trying so hard to find an avenue to get younger people to watch that boring fucking sport. And they've got it. Mic up the players and more fights. Bench clearing brawls. Honestly, that does it for me. This is my favorite part of any baseball season. What else? We got, you know what? I went out today, actually, for the first time in almost a week. I went out in public. We need supplies. We had to go gather supplies. And I wear the full mask, you know. Wore the full mask. And I gotta be honest. I'm genuinely alarmed at the number of people who still aren't wearing masks. To be fair, 80% of people are wearing masks. That is also incredible. But still, that 20%... I mean, if you're homeless or you can't afford it or you can't find them, because that's a big issue right now, fine. But people are wearing bandanas. People are wearing t-shirts over their mouth, making an effort. Those people who aren't even making an effort, who are just like, oh, I don't give a shit if I live or die, I don't care. That's what that attitude is, just going, okay, fine, yeah, you don't care about your well-being, but if you get the fucking virus and start spreading it, you're killing people. This isn't about you. I'm so sick of the virus talk too. I'm sorry. We're in a pandemic. We're living through actual historic times. Nobody's going to write about 2017, 2018, 2019, all of Trump's stupid blunders. But they're going to write about this pandemic and the deaths. And just how it's going to change the world in some way. That's just what I'm trying to predict here. But I don't know. I just don't know. The good news is, I don't have my watch on. I don't even know what year it is. 420's coming up. We're living in April 20. 420's coming up. 42020. And we're going live at 420. If you want to tune in, you're probably watching this from the future and just like, who gives a fuck? I can't tune in. Well, I think I'm going to make this episode 5 of Pregame Show. What you're listening to right now is episode 4. Episode 5 is going to be a live Instagram video, just hanging out, people stuck in quarantine, friends, local comics. And, around 420, we'll all hit a bowl, go through some people, talk about what they're going through. So we'll finally... What I'm trying to say is the next episode of this show is going to have guests. God damn it. You know? It's going to have guests. I refuse to do this. I refuse to do this indefinitely. We're going to get some guests on this show. So yeah, 420. Tune in live. I'll put my Instagram at the bottom, at Andy Lowe Comedy. Tune in live around 420 Pacific Standard Time. And, we'll just be... vaping, probably smoking a blunt, I don't know, dabbing, whatever you want to do. Call in. If you request to go live with me, I accept. Okay? You request to go live, you're on. So if you're trying to go live and this becomes a historic moment that people look back on, not in the near future, but maybe 20, 30 years from now, you're on the episode. So go live with me if you're seeing this. Otherwise, damn. After 420, 2 days later is my birthday. Earth Day is my April 22nd is my 28th birthday. So it's weird. It feels like my birthday's been canceled a little bit. You know? Not that I had some cool, elaborate birthday plan. Probably would have done a show at the Comedy Store. Gone to it, not performed at. And, gotten some sort of good dinner or something. But that's just off the table. So now, my brother's birthday is 10 days before mine. So it just passed. And he had his girlfriend set up a Zoom meeting. You know how everybody's doing Zoom meetings. And, I had like 10, 15 family members from various families, that I've never met. A couple people I knew, but it was a fun time, It was a fun time. I feel like that. I read this statistic that being chronically lonely, if you're someone who lives alone, and just being alone and being lonely, is as harmful to your health as cigarettes, basically. Some amount of cigarettes per day. Just being very, very alone and no human interaction. And I don't have that here. I have Anna, and I talk to my family every couple days on the phone, but just not seeing people, interacting with them a little bit. It's a void that's being created. I don't know what we're going to do with. I saw these people, a lot of them I didn't even know, for my brother's birthday Zoom meeting. And I was like, yes, this is exciting. This is fun. And it's just like, man, this is what it is now. But anyway, long story short, I've got Anna setting up a Zoom meeting for my birthday in a couple days. It's just gonna be the cool people in the family. We're gonna get a little smoke circle going. We'll all hit the pipes, hit a vape or something. Just chill out, have a good time. What else can you do? What else can you do? Oh my God, the amount of fucking people who are wearing masks but just not wearing them correctly. And I don't mean like, you didn't pinch it right. I mean, they're wearing a mask, a nurse's hospital mask, no filter, just blocking the breath and spit from you. But they're wearing it down below their chin. What am I supposed to do with that? Right? You need to stay, it's a 6-foot distance like this, but you need to stay like 26 feet back from me if you're going to wear it below the chin. What are you doing? Wearing a mask and then pulling it down below your mouth, it's a beard hairnet. It's a goatee hairnet. So your goatee hairs don't drop into my food. It's a complete waste of time if we're worried about a disease that's transmitted through the air. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. That's one of my big gripes. The amount of people I see wearing masks below their nose or below their mouth. It's like, just don't wear it and stay home. I don't know. But I wish I did. What? The bidet. We talked about a bidet a couple episodes ago with the whole, with the toilet paper shortage, For some reason, again, if you're watching this in the future, because no one is watching it now, the first thing that happened when we went into pandemic mode was panic buying. And the thing people panic bought the most right off the bat was toilet paper. Coronavirus doesn't even cause diarrhea. Why is everybody buying up all the toilet paper? I don't know. It confused the shit out of me. But long story short, we're out of toilet paper. And I went to Ralph's. And there's one pack left. There was one pack of toilet paper in a whole aisle. And it was like a 50 pack. Ton of them. Right? Gold mine, right? Not right. It was like Ralph's brand toilet paper. There's 50 of them. And it's still here. It's like a video game. What? Long story short, I didn't buy that toilet paper and we need it. Because I've dealt with bad toilet paper. Let me tell you something. No toilet paper, if you're shitting in your own home every time you shit, which we are in a quarantine, so you're right next to a shower situation, no toilet paper is better than fucking toilet paper that will make your anus bleed. Okay? That should go without saying, but I feel like I needed to say it. All right? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. It's a fact. Long story short, I ordered a bidet. Hello Tushy, we talked about it. They're not a sponsor. I wish they were, so I didn't have to pay $112 for a fucking asshole water hose. But I did. Because I'm out of options. I am out of options. And I love that in America, out of options means you just upgrade to better options. Like, bidet is way better than toilet paper. From what I've read, any civilized country I don't want to get too graphic here, but come on, people. Just break it down. You want to wet that before you wipe it. You've had a dry shit. Look at me. I've had a dry shit. The opposite of diarrhea, you're just shitting bricks. And then wiping is like, oh. Imagine you can get a little, psh, they squirt it out. Bop, 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 boom. You're out of there. Imagine you got shit on your ankle. And all you have is toilet paper. But it's... No. You got shit between your toes. And all you got is toilet paper. And you're wiping it off. And you pretty much got it. It's getting in the nail bed. There's no way you're ever satisfied with the result of wiping shit out of your toes with paper. And it should be the same way about your asshole, right? Why do we not treat our assholes with any respect? Give it a little squirt. Give it a little water. I'm not even asking for soap. I'm not even suggesting soap. But dry wiping shit off your body? And I'm not coming at you. I'm saying I've been doing this for 27 years and I'm embarrassed. It's like, I used to make fun of bidets. Where do I come off? These people have it figured out. Anyway, I have a bidet coming, and because of the pandemic, it's 6 to 8 weeks. So, I'm looking forward to 6 weeks of very little toilet paper and a shower being right next to the toilet. I'll let you do the math. All right? Let's move on. Has anybody got their stimulus money yet? Because I am not. And I put that bidet on credit. I need that stimulus. I'm just kidding. Where the fuck is that stimulus money? So, I think we've come to the part of the episode where we move on to the advice. All right? Got all this shit I don't care about. You won't either, I promise. So, let's move on to the advice. It's from viewers like you. I'll put the email at the bottom. pregameshowbeer@gmail.com. And if you have advice or if you want to tell me about a beer that you've tried and you've loved, please email it in. Thank you to the fucking 3 people who have emailed in and given me something to work with here. Otherwise, this segment would be boring and weird, you know? Okay, Travis from Wisconsin. You gotta love somebody who writes in. Thank you, Travis from Wisconsin. I wrote this very quickly, and I'm pretty sure you did get me at some point, but before I even get into that, I just want to thank you so much for listening and subscribing. And hopefully you've subscribed. But, yeah. Write in, people. Come on, what the fuck else are you doing? Travis from Wisconsin. Let's all take a sip real quick. I'm not ready for this yet. Let's take a sip. All right. Okay. Travis from Wisconsin. State I've never been to or cared about. But, you know, maybe I've never had a reason to. Travis from Wisconsin. Hey, Andy. I'm writing in to ask some advice. Great, Travis. That is why you write in, other than beer suggestions. Thank you, Travis. Travis from Wisconsin. I've been talking to this girl I really like for a few months, and about 3 weeks ago, I finally asked her out. And she said yes! Travis! You're killing it. God, is there anything better than just falling for a girl or a guy? I don't know what you're into. Maybe you're a girl or a gay guy. I don't know. Or care. That's important. I don't care. But we fall for him and it's reciprocal. Oh my God. Put that shit in my veins. I love it. Anyway, I finally asked her out and she said yes. Barely 2 days later, this virus hit and the stay-at-home order was put into place. So I haven't seen her since. God damn, that's a bummer, dude. I'm so sorry about that. That is shit timing. We have been texting a lot, but it is sort of dying off, as we have no new experiences to talk about or shared experiences to relive. My question is, should I try and keep this up indefinitely, or should I just put it on hold? Thanks. Love the podcast. And if you're going to drink cheap beer, try Keystone Light. Budweiser is trash. Travis from Wisconsin. Okay. Travis, first of all, let's start at the end. We're going to reverse engineer this whole thing. Budweiser is trash. I know Budweiser is trash. I'm very willing to admit that. I did admit it, you know, because I drink it a lot. It's just so cheap, and it's not as bad as your horrible suggestion, Keystone Light. Keystone Light is like, it's like when a pregnant woman's water breaks. That's Keystone Light, that water. Don't give me Keystone Light, you piece of shit. God damn it. I forgot about that jab. This is gonna. Okay. No, I'm not gonna let it affect the advice. I know Budweiser's trash, but Keystone Light is so much more trash than Honey Boo Boo. Come on. Get the fuck out of my face with Keystone Light. But thank you for the suggestion. I'm never gonna drink that again because I had it in college and it tasted like, something that would come out of a pig's snout. So you got a girl. So you got a new girl, and you're in quarantine the moment you started dating. Holy shit. All right. You've been texting, but it's dying off because we don't know how long this is gonna go. That's fair. That's a good point. Jesus Christ, this is not something I can look back on my own experiences and reflect on. This is different. She's not cheating on you. I mean, that's sweet. She's not fucking around with some other dude on the side while she's hitting you up. Right? I mean, are people still cheating on people during a quarantine? Are people still cheating during the quarantine? So they're going to the other one and bringing and the nasty bitch has the Rona, obviously, and bringing it back to their wife and kids and giving. They are. They are. Oh, that's awful. Well, she's not cheating, so it's not awful for you. I guess you don't know, but the chances have improved that she's not cheating. Should I, let's see, share experiences? My question is, should I try and keep this up indefinitely? That's a good question. That is a really good question. We don't know how long this is going to go. My answer to you would be, if this ends next month, should I? Yeah, obviously. Don't stop at all. Dick pics every day. I'm just kidding. Do not send a woman dick pics. They don't want them. That was a joke. But you got like, oh, look what I'm doing in the quarantine pics with your animals or your fucking, I don't know what you're into. Send funny pics and keep the chat alive. Keep showing her you have some substance in this very, I don't even know what the word is, trying time. Yeah, it's weird. Somebody who can't keep a conversation going for a couple weeks without meeting the person is somebody you don't want to be with. So if you're the person keeping the conversation going and she's just, no, haha. Hey, I wonder if you would like, this is you. Hey, I wonder if it would be interesting if one day we could go to France together. And she was like, yeah. If she's giving you those one words, those 2-word responses, that's trouble. But also, if you're sending, quarter paragraphs and getting 2-word responses, I mean, you're not doing something right. And I think it's the quarter paragraph text. I think just, sit back, Let her want it a little, Don't just be hitting her up every day like it's, fucking Travis is always on the menu. I'm getting tired of it. There's no dessert. Just be like, am I on the menu today? Hit me up. I'll respond in like 8-9 hours. I know that sounds like a dick move, but these are weird times. Do not be constantly available, even though you are. That's all I'm saying. Everyone is constantly available. So the quarantine non-respond, the scene text that she gets, and then you respond like 8-9 hours later, she's like, what the fuck is he doing? Not like fucking another woman. That's what would make her nervous. It's like, does he have a life during a quarantine? And I'm just sitting here waiting on his. I'm just. Nature of the game. You asked, I tell. All right? Keystone Light is. Keystone Light is probably what Jeff Gordon's pee tastes like. Okay? Stop drinking Keystone Light, you fucking assholes. Don't drink Budweiser. Don't drink Bud Light either. It's just what I'm drinking because I got to keep up with you animals chugging IPA and mead and shit. All right? And that's why we don't chug out of this glass. So Travis, all right? Did we cover your question? Jesus Christ. Lay low, back up a little. If she's hitting you up 9 times a day, red flag. If you're hitting her up 7, 8, 9 times a day, red flag. I'd say lay back. You're dating. She pulled the lever. It's on. You probably haven't had sex yet, I'm guessing. That's good. Because if you had, you'd be like, oh, no, you haven't even done it. So just, hang out. She's waiting too. It's all right. You'll be fine. You start acting squirmy, you start acting needy, or you start acting just weird. Just, oh, you didn't. I sent you 6 messages yesterday and you only responded to 2. Who gives a fuck? She doesn't. So that's I don't know what to tell you, dude. This is fucking weird. We're in bunkers and you're trying to date somebody in another bunker. Keep trying, I think this will end next month or the month after, but just in case people are watching this like in the Library of Congress in the year 3000, because we were all annihilated and like 3 people survived. I just want it to be known that I don't think you should be sending her dick pics. I shouldn't have said that earlier. Don't send her dick pics. All right, Travis? I love you, brother. Thank you for being a friend of the podcast. And again, everybody else listening, please send your questions, advice questions. And again, they don't have to be relationship. We can talk about beer advice. We can talk about anything you want. How do you chug so slowly? Well, I'm very bad at it, and I've never Googled how to do it better. You just Google, you just sip it, but faster. That's all I'm doing. All right, so I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We'll be back in less than 4 days for the 420 Live episode. Tune in on Instagram, again, at the bottom, at Andy Lowe Comedy, to see that episode. Pack a bowl, pack a joint, roll a joint, and request to come live. We're gonna have a couple LA comics. We're gonna have a couple friends of mine. It'll be fun. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill the hours in case this really is the end. I just don't know. But I do know that there will be another episode in 4 days, and I hope you're there. So, until then, thank you for joining the pregame show with Andy Lowe. And let's finish this. See you next week, guys.